Welcome back in to another beer review with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, coming to you as always from my Midland studio down in South Carolina. Today, got a little special beer. It was a gift. This was not exactly a beer mail because it didn't require the help or assistance of a courier of any kind, but it did nonetheless come from a friend and former beer reviewer in these social media worlds that is the one and only at Southern Bling Beer Reviews. You can find him on Instagram if that is your preferred social media outlet of choice. And he tossed this off to me because I believe there was a beer that was supposed to make its way to me from a run he did, off-site he had to do for his job, and I think it cracked open or exploded, so this one was chilling in his fridge and it got the replacement vote. It is from, of course, the very well-known and often well-regarded Floyds out of Munster, Indiana. It is called LazerSnake. It's an IPA. Does not indicate what type of IPA, just IPA. But as you can see from the can, first of all, the name of it, very Back to the Future-esque, a lot of bright colors, very laser tag, spacey type of font going on there, and the can design itself is absolutely going to blow you out of the water. Look at this thing. This dragon hydra looking character with all these cannons on its back shooting all these rays out. Very, very much the some scientific character of lore. It's got a little write-up on the back, 3floyds.com. Big skull here on the top, which underneath it says it's not normal. And the write-up, LazerSnake is a good old-fashioned Indiana Pale Ale. Oh, see what they did there? Because the 3 Floyds are from Munster, Indiana. Brewed with Special Bavarian hops that give LazerSnake its smooth, non-filtered appeal to all craft beer and macro enthusiasts. Oh, something to bridge the gap between the two worlds. And as I said, checking in at a solid 7% alcohol by volume. So, I know we could sit here and just admire this can all day, but what's the fun in that? Let's drink the dang thing. Let's get right to it. I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain. Drop in the comments if you know that movie reference. Character and film. Let's get the nose on LazerSnake by 3 Floyds. Is it possible for an aroma to be strong and subtle at the same time? Picking up... So the hops are it has a very kind of noticeable yet mild hoppy aroma. However, there's a super subtle fruit note in there that I'm having trouble identifying. I almost want to say it's like apricot. Tangerine, maybe. I know those are completely different. So don't mind my wandering brain trying to find the right word. Yeah, they got a very subtle, I'm kind of thinking tangerine. Very subtle, very subtle note way in the back of your nasal cavity. But it's pretty mild, yeah. It's a noticeable but mild hoppy aroma too. But it's pretty, overall, very soft aroma. And as you can see from the color, bright, orange, hazy. Very excited, especially for an IPA, just calling itself an IPA, not an American IPA, not a West Coast IPA, not a New England IPA, not a double IPA, not a triple IPA, not a quadruple IPA. How many different IPAs? Woo! For just not having that necessarily off the top open description of itself. It's definitely looking like one of your double IPAs and New England style IPAs. So without further ado, let's take a sip and see where it actually falls on the flavor palette, shall we? Got a little punch to it. Well, this has a funny initial mouthfeel to it. It hits your palate and tongue very light, very juicy, very citrusy, but it comes in very quick with a high, hoppy bitterness type of mouthfeel taste. However, it holds, and then it holds and then it starts to mellow off. So you're not getting this real powerful bitter aftertaste from it. It's just kind of like soft, high rise, drops back off gradually. So it's Three Floyds. I've had Three Floyds before. What's their flagship called? Zombie Dust, I believe. I think it's called Zombie Dust. That one, I've had that before. That's a very, very hoppy beer. This is significantly less hoppy, and that one lasts. The Zombie Dust will last with you. This one, it kind of comes in and shoots up, hits you right away, and then it mellows off fairly quickly and doesn't leave you with any kind of funky aftertaste. So I definitely say I still hold Three Floyds in high regard because of the reputation. I was initially thinking they probably still weren't necessarily for me, just because I don't tend to like my beers too bitter. But this one will make the curve come back in a direction that's a little more palatable to my particular taste buds. That's very, very solid. More than solid. That's good. That's a good beer. In any event, if you want more from me, go and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so exactly when my videos drop, going straight to you on your phone, tablet, mobile device, computer, what have you. If you want to recommend a beer to me, or maybe even send me a beer, go and email me, nutmeg2palmetto@gmail.com. We'll figure out all the fine details in that conversation. If you want the rest of my zany antics and nonsense, go ahead and follow me on my social media channels, TikTok and Instagram, @nutmeg2palmetto. I try to break up what I do across those platforms. Maybe the same beer that you see on both of them, but I do them in different ways, so you don't just see the same content on two platforms for the same beer. It makes it a little boring. It makes it, why follow two accounts if they just put the same content out, right? From the same person. In any event, Three Floyds, I knew what you were, but I wasn't so much in your camp, but now might be back in your camp. This is a very good beer. Until next time, folks, I'll see you then.